Hello everyone, back at it again at the Lock Cafe and Games for another D&D one-shot session. Are you guys excited?
Of course!
Just to do introductions again, everybody just name your character and what you're going to be doing, and what's your affinity or sort of thing. Yeah.
Cool, yeah. My name is Claire. I'm playing as a druid named Beetle. She likes creepy crawlies and has a little Hercules beetle named Herc.
Alright, my name's Connor. I am playing Dr. William. He is a Death Domain cleric, and he has a certain knack for questionable experiments.
I'm Luke. I'm playing as a halfling named Flobby Gumpin, and he likes to play the harmonica.
My name's Tanner. I'm playing Einkel Shadeborn. He is a tiefling who doesn't know he's a tiefling, paladin with a special hatred for anything with fiendish blood.
Awesome.
And your special talent.
Oh, also he's blind. He has no idea that he's a tiefling.
Or that I'm a tiefling.
We get some of those moments in this session. But yeah, let's send you all on your next adventure. You guys ready?
Yeah,
Of course.
You all have achieved a good, long, full night's rest. It is the morning and you are in the interns' quarters of the Lock Guild. Sort of the area around you is very dimly lit, sort of like a night mode with the lanterns that slowly sway back and forth as you fall asleep in your hammocks. It does become the morning, however, and the lanterns shine a very bright flash, and you are flipped out of your hammocks and roll onto the floor as Jackson comes down holding a notebook. Wake up, interns, you have a very big day ahead of you. Flobby, pack your candy. Einkel, be sure to pack Flobby. Beetle, grab your beetle. And William, grab your whatever it is you grab.
Yo, Winnie.
Yes, of course. Oh, before we begin, I do have one humble request.
Oh, yes, of course.
I haven't been getting that much business around my clinic nearby. I don't think I'm very well known around in this town.
Oh, okay.
I just request that you post this or pin this up somewhere where others
that's
can
very
see it
graphic.
so they know exactly
this
where
real
to put
blood?
me.
Find your remedy on 49 Gallows Hill. Won't even cost an arm or a leg. Dependent on procedure. It has a very, very nice injured, but instead of a question... Oh, wait, no. Is that a question mark?
Yes.
Injured. Question mark. So, do you have that piece of tape with you still?
Oh yes, I
We
crumbled
can
it.
throw it right here for you.
Crumbled it, though. Hold on.
Oh no.
Allow me to uncrumble tape.
Unstick the tape.
Hooray!
Oh no.
It's so close to perfect.
Come on.
I think that's an exclamation point.
No, there's a very
There we
slight
go.
hook
Is
at the
there?
very top.
Oh.
It did.
When I was drawing that, I was like, I didn't give room enough for a
Oh,
question
no.
mark.
Anyway, so interns, if you're ever injured, because we don't provide healthcare to interns, you can head on over there.
Absolutely, it's just at that address right there.
Wonderful. Get everything ready for your adventure today. We have a very special one. You see this key here, and Jackson pulls out a large ring of keys that you've seen in your previous adventure. If you haven't seen it, be sure to check out the other videos. Plug. Anyway, he pulls out a very large key ring with a bunch of different keys on it that, as we all know, open doors to different dimensions. This key here was just regular copper this morning when I first picked it up, and now it has developed a series of small purple mushrooms on it. This usually means something has gone wrong, and you need to find out why. There is no telling what awaits you on the other side of this door, but I promise that if you fail this mission, you will be fired as interns.
Blended.
As members of the Lock Guild, part of our duties is defending and guarding the dimension door and all the dimensions that it touches. It's a very big job, very important. So in a way, this will be your first real mission.
Our last mission wasn't real.
I guess not.
No. I mean, it was a little errand run for the coffee shop, which we greatly appreciate. But that was child's play compared to what the rest of the guild members do. This is why you're interns and why you don't receive pay.
so glad I have 6 hit points.
I'm glad I put that flyer up. I might actually get some money out of this.
Yeah, we'll find out. Here is the key. Who would like to carry the key?
Well, I don't think Flobby wants to eat it this time, so I think he can have it.
Flobby has no interest in that key. It's not made of
Herc and
candy.
I will carry it.
All right. There you are, Beetle. So once you are all ready, feel free to head through the door. I have other lock things to attend to. Try to prepare the best you can, and we will see you guys once you return. Let me know how it goes. Give me a full report by the end of the day if you are still alive. Adios! And Jackson walks upstairs, and you are left in the intern's quarters.
Thank you for taking key. Uncle should not be trusted with small objects. Easy to lose.
You are standing in front of the dimension door in the intern's quarters. It has the large wooden frame, a very nice shiny handle that represents this guild in its entirety.
Alright, I'm gonna walk up and put the key in the lock.
We're standing a little bit farther behind than usual for this one.
All right. The door bends and creaks. The wooden frame becomes a twisted mangrove vine, and the smell of wet, humid climate fills your nose. And you can see at the very bottom right corner of the door, some little purple mushrooms have started to grow pretty rapidly.
I think
along
we're on the
surface.
right path. Please match the key.
Once we open the doorbells first, go on ahead.
It's alright, this is just like where I grew up.
Upon entering the door, you step into ankle-deep water, and your ears are filled with the sounds of chirping frogs, toads, and the buzz of insect
Do you
wings.
think they have any poison dart frogs here?
One would wager.
So you were the first one to walk through. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Oh hey, that's a 19.
That is a 19. Very nice. You step into the swamp. You, with your druidic background, you are able to determine that this is not an old swamp. This is a pretty new swamp. The water seems almost fresh to the touch, and the smells, even though they are that dank, wet smell, they have a somewhat sweetness to them. The natural light is dim and eerie, and there is chirps and stuff around. The sky itself is not a bright blue that you would normally see. It's more of a dim sort of sunset hue, like walking outside in a cloudy day. Not quite orange or purple or anything like that. It's just all feels kind of gray. Maybe even almost green in a way. There is no telltale sign around you. You just seem to be in a blank wilderness with many different chirps and stuff. There is a frog on a branch nearby that croaks at you. And there's a mosquito that is flying right around your ear's ankle.
I hate mosquitoes. They remind me of the time in the marshlands below the monastery.
Can I like dip my finger in the water and go like,
Yeah.
taste
I
it.
would
See if
advise not doing that.
Go ahead and make a nature check for me.
Alright, do I have
Oh god.
So
I'm a druid
our medical
without proficiency in nature.
score.
Love that. Okay, that's respectable. That's a 10.
That's a 10. Also, give me a constitution saving throw.
Okay. That's a 7.
That's a
no,
7?
I've lied. That's a 5.
Oh!
Oh no.
Maybe the wrong choice.
No, you're fine.
Beetle's just trying to look cool. Like she's trying to.
So you're trying to...
I do not think the water is very good.
Are you doing okay, Beetle?
So as you taste this water as a sort of wine expert almost,
Yeah, I like swish it around in my mouth a little bit.
you
like,
get-
Water's smelly.
notes of.
you're getting notes. I mean, of course, there is the grand overtone of this is swamp water.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting slight undertones of rotting wood
Mm-hmm.
and a sweetness that is unfamiliar that seems
year.
to coat
Good
the
year.
tongue just a little bit.
Decay
Oh.
and death. Yum.
Mm.
Flavorful.
On the bright side, you wore the right lipstick for this for this session.
Good. Okay. Do I take any damage from that?
Oh no, nothing like that yet.
Yet.
Yeah.
That's not ominous at all. Okay.
But you feel a sweet sensation that forms on the tip of your tongue and seems to linger.
Yes, a good year.
Good what? Are you feeling alright?
Notes of sweetness.
It's sweet!
It's unlike any swap
I
that
do
I've
not
ever had
think-
before.
I do not think it's that kind of sweet
It might
Floppy.
be messing with your brain already, I'm not sure.
I would advise against drinking weird swamp water.
Am I able to, like...
Floppy will
Can I
wait
do
for any
a-
adverse effects.
Am I able
And
to
if
do, like,
none, Floppy shall consume.
am I able to do, like, a brief checkup on her? Like, check her eyes and check, like...
Yeah,
anything
for
like
sure.
her medicine
Do a
check?
medicine check.
Medicine check up on Beetle and see if...
Yeah. I mean, injured.
Oh, yeah.
Add
Do I
a
get payment? No? Okay, whatever.
inspiration. Add
First one's 3.
add a
First
plus
one's
1 to
3.
your roll as well.
Alright. Not 20!
Let's go!
It is a natural. Okay,
Right.
awesome.
Great joy.
Good job.
So, inspecting, you search her face. Her lips have already changed into a slight purple bluish color, very very lightly,
Hard to imagine.
and hard to imagine. Yeah. And then you see a small purple dot on the tip of her tongue.
Is it like swollen or is it like a part
No,
of
it's
the
just a
cup?
discoloration.
Oh, okay.
Like slight purple dots on the lips and on the tongue.
Am I turning into a mushroom?
Has this always been here?
I don't think so.
Okay, that's bad. Alright.
We will have
Would
to
you like me
operate.
to remove it?
No, please don't
No?
remove my tongue.
Okay.
Thank you.
Not just the tip of the tongue, or
If
if
becoming,
everything goes well, just that one little segment.
if
I
becoming a
can do
mushroom
that.
is my fate for today, I think that's a pretty good outcome.
Okay.
You wander closer and further into the swamp, and you come across a large opening. Along some of the grass and roots in this clearing, there are some purple-capped mushrooms with white stems.
These are just like the ones on the key. I think we're getting closer. Can I inspect the mushrooms?
Yeah,
Are they the same shade as the dot on my tongue?
they.
Can I see the dot on my tongue?
Can you see the tip of your tongue?
I kind of can, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
you can. See, yeah. You're
Checks
just gonna be a
out.
clip out there now of everybody just checking it out.
I made an effort not to.
Well, you couldn't see it anyway.
Yeah, how could
so.
you see it?
Fair play.
It is the same shade
Like a
as.
tongue.
It is the same shade as this. As
Great,
a
I'm
very
gonna
small
turn
dot on the
into a
tip of your
mushroom.
tongue.
I love that. Love. Okay. Is there anything else that I noticed about these mushrooms?
As you reach down to pick it up, you hear a loud "No!" After you all turn to see an old woman with thin black hair, green wet skin, and arms and back covered in the purple mushrooms. No, don't touch them! They're very dangerous, you see.
What if Einkel has gloves on?
No, not even with gloves on. It's very, very dangerous. It turns your skin weird colors and it makes you crazy.
Do you speak from experience?
No.
The mushrooms on your back beg to disagree.
What?
Do
She
not-
has a very thick hunch and not really a neck. Think of her spinal structure as just sort of an R. She turns to try to see. I haven't seen my back since I was a little girl.
How old are you?
I forgot.
Oh, great.
You don't ask a lady her age.
Well,
All of this tracks to me.
So we've been sent to this land because our key has been covered in purple mushrooms.
So has this land.
Is it something that has recently happened? The swamp feels new to me. I tasted it.
You tasted it?
yes.
What did
she
it taste like?
Hints of sweetness, a little boggy.
Yeah, I'd say that's a good sum up of it.
A little boggy.
Her tongue is
Little
turning
boggy, little
purple very quickly.
Ah! And she sort of reaches her very bony fingers and pries your mouth open. Like fingers in and all just
And that comes with situation.
I didn't understand anything, darling. You mustn't touch the shrooms. I am Auntie Ellen. Well, that's what they used to call me around the town. But yes, to answer your question, darling, this swamp is relatively new. It's about 10 years old? I forgot.
10 years.
So, say someone did touch a mushroom. Do they all end up like you?
Well, worse than me mostly. You see, me and Ferguson here,
And a goat comes out of the bushes a little bit.
me and Ferguson here are immune. Because of a very special brew I have. Maybe it can help you.
What is this brew?
It's a little family recipe that I invented myself without the help of my family. I call it goat meal.
Ferguson, I do not like this for you.
How exactly do we get this goat meal?
Well, we'll have to go to my home, and I can make a very fresh batch.
I think maybe I'd rather be a mushroom.
No, you see. They take away all that you are, and leave behind a shroom-covered husk of your former self.
That sounds pretty neat, actually.
No,
I don't think that sounds
it's
neat.
not neat.
Probably seen that once before.
What?
Where exactly?
No comment.
Prison does wild things to a Flobby.
Let's just go to my home.
And she starts to wander into the breast.
Come on, Ferguson.
Meh.
Which you claim immunity to the shroom. You touch the shroom.
I did touch the shroom.
Do it again.
Okay.
She touches the shroom. Her version of leaning over, because again,
Yeah.
she's just kind of
She's an R.
she's a candy cane of a person, not actually candy.
Important note.
She reaches over and she touches the shroom, and a small purple thing immediately sprouts up from her finger.
Ah! A new ring!
Interesting.
You should have, Ferguson.
Ferguson walks over and eats some of the mushrooms, and then they start to wander back.
Well, there's only one way to get rid of this ring, and there's only one way to help that poor tongue of yours. Let's go over to my shack.
She wanders into the swamp, and she is about 20 feet ahead of you at this time.
Did anything happen when she touched the mushroom?
She got engaged.
Phenomenal.
To the goat.
I'm so honored for her. We must pick up a gift.
She got engaged to the goat.
Yes.
Yes.
A
As
gift
is
is in
custom.
order.
A gift remains in order. Perhaps another goat.
A harem of goats.
I could use this,
see.
guys.
As you catch up with her, she begins to tell you a story.
So, you say you're here to help with mushroom infestation?
Yes, or else we're fired.
Or you're fine? Ow! That's unfortunate. Well, I guess you want to know how it all started. You see, my husband, Matt, he was a very interesting man, very smart man. He decided to start foraging for mushrooms out of the blue. And I, of course, was very strongly against it, knowing how dangerous mushrooms can be. And how god-awful they taste. I was against it, but he was so insistent. And so we made a deal. If he got into foraging and I ate some of his meals, I would be allowed to get a goat. And that's how Ferguson and I became... He is such a wonderful goat. And I'll tell you in a little secret as well. I never ate a dang thing he served. I always fed it to Ferguson. Ah! We're here.
And you see a building that is sort of hunched halfway into the swamp. The wood and plywood that this thing's made out of is barely holding on, as a lot of it has rotted. The door frame a rotted and splintery mess.
We're here. Welcome into my abode.
The inside is not much better than the outside. There is water that has seeped into the foundation. What remains in the room is a small little cot with some hay on it. There is a soggy, wet couch. There is a desk that is broken up in the corner with some papers on it and 2 pictures. And there is a large cauldron at the very center of the room that is elevated and has a lit fire underneath.
Can I send my Hercules beetle to like do some investigation around the house?
Yes, what is the name of your beetle?
His name is Herc.
Herc the Hercules beetle.
Yes. Very creative.
Wonderful. Yes, you may release him. You have what do you say
I
to
like whisper like some druidic language because I think I speak that.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. And then I just like set him on the floor and he screams at me.
Okay.
He's gonna report back.
All right. She gets some goat's milk and pours it into the cauldron along with a barrel of oats. And she says to you,
I don't remember how or when I acquired this, but I have a large amount of oats.
and so she mixes it in with the goat meal, with the goat's milk, and then she grabs some of Ferguson's hair, throws it in, and she takes the mushroom off of her finger, chops it up, and throws it in as well. Upon entering this cauldron, it immediately lets out a very vile smell. Something that fills your nose with a sort of very sharp sweetness, but like not a sweetness that you would enjoy, like the sweetness that you smell when you open old Chinese food.
I'm not afraid of creepy crawlies or poison things, but I am pretty afraid of that.
You just drink swamp
Drink up,
water.
lady!
And
Is the goat normal?
okay, we're gonna do a nature check.
Wonderful.
Aha! That is a nat 20.
Oh!
That's a second nat 20 today. It does not seem like it would be poisonous. This will help delay, but it will not cure the disease.
Can I like get any readings on like the old lady, like what her deal is? Is she,
That
like-
is a separate check. That would be an insight
Dude, I
check.
just rolled a nat 20.
On the drink.
On the drink, yeah. Drink. She is not of nature.
Fair enough. Okay, I take the ball.